Come to order. The invocation today will be given by the Honorable Kelly Breen, State Representative from the 21st District. Will members, staff, and guests in the gallery please rise? Representative.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am imperfect in many things. Nevertheless, I want my brethren and kinsfolk to know my nature so that they may be able to perceive my soul's desire. St. Patrick. If we can look past individual imperfections and recognize the good in all of us and the good we wish to deliver to the people we serve, if we can separate the person from the politics, we can achieve wonders. Let us invite God in all of his forms and names into our hearts and minds, in this chamber and outside of it. It matters not if you pray to the Holy Spirit, Jehovah, Buddha, Yahweh, the Force, Great Mother, the Great Spirit, Christ, Allah, or God by any other name, as long as you welcome that higher power and embrace it to do good. For we all want the same things, for ourselves, our families, and those we serve, to be happy, to be healthy, to be safe. Our paths diverge only on the means to achieving that happiness, that good health and safety, but they meet at the end. With his guidance, we can walk these clear and true paths of service, and that along these paths, we can find the compassion, wisdom, and patience to truly help one another and humankind. It is with that understanding that love, wisdom, compassion, and patience, we can take action to keep our children, our loved ones, families, healthcare workers, first responders, men and women in uniform, to keep them healthy and bring them happiness. We plead with the Lord to find his way into the souls, hearts, and minds of the people far away in Ukraine, in Israel, in Gaza, as well as to the parents who grieve the loss of their children, to violence here in Michigan and the United States, to give them the strength to endure and comfort when all seems lost. As we walk these paths to happiness, to health and safety, not just as legislators, but as parents, as spouses, as sons and daughters, as neighbors, and as humans, I ask God give us the grace and the strength to do all the good that we can, as often as we can, wherever we can, for as many as we can, for as long as we can. And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up.
Clerk will open the board for the purpose of taking attendance. The board is now open. Members may check in at their desk.
For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Conlon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I have guests in the West Gallery from Green Hills School, my alma mater in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Would everyone please welcome the students from Green Hills to the Michigan House of Representatives?
Will the special guests of Representative Conlon please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Farhat.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today in the East Gallery, I have 29 students and 13 adults from the great city of Dearborn, from Salina Elementary. Will my colleagues please join me in welcoming them to the Capitol today?
Special guest Representative Farhat, please rise and welcome to the Michigan House. For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Vanderwall.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chair. Colleagues, today I just want to make a brief introduction and welcome a group of students from Reese Puffer School System here today that are visiting our great capital here in the state of Michigan.
Will the special guest of Representative Vanderwall please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House. For the purposes of an announcement, the chair recognizes Representative Borton.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Attention, Republican members. We have Republican caucus in the Republican caucus room.
For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Breen.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Colleagues, hey, guys, give me a second. I just want to wish a belated happy 50th birthday to my friend and colleague from the 74th District. I'm sorry, 40th birthday, is it? Okay, happy birthday, member from the 74th House District.
For the purposes of an announcement, the chair recognizes Representative O'Neill.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. To my Democratic colleagues, caucus call, third floor. To my Democratic colleagues, caucus call, third floor.
For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Kofia.
So this one's West Gallery?
Thank you. Today, I have with me in the West Gallery Jennifer Murray, Victoria Hutchinson, Debbie Aldridge, Holly Campbell, Josh Doherty, Melissa Hahn, Jen Volmer, and Janine Pung. And they are with the Michigan Community Health Workers Alliance. Many of them are down from my district, and I just want to really welcome them to the Capitol today.
Special guest, Representative Kofi Rise, and welcome to the Michigan House. For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Hoadley.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Today, we're honored to have in the West Gallery some fabulous dental assistants from Standish Family Dental Center, and we'd like to welcome them to Lansing.
Will the special guest, Representative Hoadley, please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Leitner.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I am happy to announce that in the southeast corner, I have 18 students and 10 adults from Marshall, from Hughes Elementary School.
Will the special guest of Representative Leitner please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House. 9 and 10 News, Cadillac is given permission to record today's session. For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. I've got some very special guests here today visiting the Capitol from my district, Moline Christian. There are 22 students and 17 adults, and they are in the West Gallery.
Will the special guest of Representative Smith please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Maddock.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd just like to take a moment to introduce some very fine students from Davisburg, Michigan. We have a total of 24 students, and they are in the West Gallery. I'm sorry. Wave if you're from Davisburg. There you are. Welcome to the Capitol. I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Will the special guests of Representative Maddock please rise? Welcome to the House of Representatives.
Speaker recognizes Representative Rogers.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to point out some of our friends in the gallery from We Can't Wait.
Will the guests of Representative Rogers please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
To excuse all absent members.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce today's attendance.
Madam Speaker, a quorum of the House is present. There are no members absent with prior excuse.
Will members, staff, and guests in the gallery please rise and join me now in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to the order of second reading of bills. I have count item number 90, House Bill 4618.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 90, House Bill 4618, introduced by Representative Kofia, a bill to amend the Publicly Funded Health Insurance Contribution Act. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question for the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Taking the order of second reading of bills, and we'll take up count item number 195, House Bill 5077.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 195, House Bill 5077, introduced by Representative Vanderwall, a bill to amend the Administration of Opioid Antagonists Act. People of the state of Michigan Act.
The bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question for the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Taking the order of second reading of bills, we'll take count item number 196, House Bill 5078.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 196, House Bill 5078, introduced by Representative Ryan Gans, a bill to amend the Public Health Code. People of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question for the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Taking the order of second reading of bills, we'll take count number 112, House Bill 4169.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 112, House Bill 4169, introduced by Representative Rogers, a bill to amend the Public Health Code. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There are amendments. The clerk will read.
Committee on Health Policy, Representative Rogers, Chair, recommends the adoption of substitute H1.
The question for the House is the adoption of the substitute. The clerk will open the board. The substitute is adopted. Are there further amendments? There being no further amendments, the question for the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Order of second reading of bills with count number 113, House Bill 4170.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 113, House Bill 4170, introduced by Representative Wozniak, a bill to amend the Public Health Code. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There are. The clerk will read.
Committee on Health Policy, Representative Rogers, Chair, recommends the adoption of substitute H1.
The question for the House is the adoption of the substitute. The clerk will open the board. The substitute is adopted. Are there further amendments? There being no further amendments, the question for the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to the order of third reading of bills and take up count item number 61, House Bill 4842.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 61, House Bill 4842, introduced by Representative Price, a bill to amend an act creating the State Building Authority. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Without objection, the bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There are amendments. The clerk will read.
Representative Price offers a floor substitute H1 identified as Amendment 1.
On third reading, amendments require support. Is there support? There is support. The question for the House is the adoption of the amendment. The clerk will open the board. The amendment is adopted. Are there further amendments? There being no further amendments, the question for the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, please vote at your desks. Members, please vote at your desks. The board will be closing shortly. Speaker recognizes Minority Floor Leader Postumus.
Move to excuse Republican Leader Hall.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 4842, there are 83 aye votes and 22 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
Majority Floor Leader moves to immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Representative Shannon.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today is the last day for our intern, Georgia McCart, and she's done a lot of hard work for us over the past semester, and just would ask that the Speaker recognize her in the East Gallery.
Will the guest of Representative Shannon please rise? Thank you for your service to the Michigan House of Representatives. Colleagues, please join me in thanking Georgia. Speaker recognizes Representative Maddock.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to announce some very special guests we have today. They are the smartest kids in the whole state of Michigan. They're from Davisburg. We have 22 students in the South Gallery.
Will the guests of Representative Maddock please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Continuing order of third reading of bills, we'll take up count item number 70, House Bill 5534.
Without objection so ordered, the clerk will read.
Calendar item number 70, House Bill 5534, introduced by Representative Breen, a bill to require the Supreme Court to analyze certain trial court costs and revenue sources. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Without objection, the bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There are amendments. The clerk will read.
Representative Breen offers one amendment identified as Amendment Number 1.
On third reading, amendments require support. Is there support? There is support. The question for the House is the adoption of the amendment. The clerk will open the board. The amendment is adopted. Are there further amendments? The question for the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, please vote at your desks. The clerk will close the board. Representative Green votes nay. Representative Aragona votes aye. Representative Schmaltz votes aye. The clerk will tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 5534, there are 58 aye votes and 47 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
Majority Floor Leader moves to immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Order of third reading bills was count number 69, House Bill 5392.
Without objection so ordered, the clerk will read.
Calendar item number 69, House Bill 5392, introduced by Representative Leitner, a bill to amend the Code of Criminal Procedure. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Without objection, the bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There are amendments. The clerk will read.
Representative Meerman offers a series of 2 amendments identified as Amendment Number 1.
On third reading, amendments require support. Is there support? There is not support. Are there further amendments? There being no further amendments, the question for the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, please vote at your desks. The board is going to close shortly. The clerk will close the board, tally display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 5392, there are 99 aye votes and 6 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
Majority Floor Leader moves immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Representative Hood.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, today we are gathering to bid farewell to a staffer from my office, Sean Cecil, who has been an integral part of our work in the 81st House District for the last year and a half. He has been steadfast in his contributions and unwavering commitment to the betterment of our state, leaving an extraordinary impression on many of the colleagues here in the state capitol. We wish you well, Sean, as you embark in the next chapter in your journey with the Michigan Realtors, and please know that our doors are open here as you continue your work in Lansing. Your contributions will continue to shape our policies, guide decisions, and enrich the lives of the people that we serve. And to recognize the moment, many of our team have signed this seal, and I'll hand it to Sean now. Thank you.
Colleagues, please join me in thanking Sean for his service to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move the order of motions and resolutions. Move to take up House Resolution 217.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 217, introduced by Representative Fitzgerald, a resolution to declare April 2024 as Autism Awareness Month in the state of Michigan.
Members, we're going to have colleagues addressing the body. Please quiet down and give them your attention. Speaker recognizes Representative Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today to speak to the resolution on Autism Awareness Month. But first, I'd like to thank my colleague from the 8th District, Representative Wozniak, and recognize the Xavier DeGroat Autism Foundation for their work on the development of this resolution. Thank you, Representative. Second, as we stand here today, we reflect on the diversity of the autism community and reaffirm our commitment to creating a society that respects, includes, and appreciates the unique perspectives and contributions of those with autism. Autism is not an illness to be cured. It is a part of our shared humanity to be understood and celebrated. This facet of our society touches families in every community across Michigan. Today, let us recognize the challenges that come with autism, not as limitations, but as avenues through which we can grow and learn together. We acknowledge that with acceptance comes responsibility. Responsibility to ensure that every child and adult with autism has access to the resources they need to thrive here in Michigan. People with autism should be treated with the same dignity and respect that everyone deserves, not pushed away into a back room. We stand today not just for awareness, but even more so for celebrating the diverse ways individuals experience what it is to be human, to move beyond mere acknowledgement and even more toward appreciation. To ensure that every policy we enact and every conversation we have opens doors for individuals with autism, we commend the educators who tailor their lessons to reach every mind. We honor the employers who recognize the unique skills and talents that individuals with autism bring to the workplace, and we appreciate the families who advocate tirelessly for the rights and recognition of their loved ones. Madam Speaker, as legislators, it is our duty to support the autism community with actions that match our words. Let us pledge to promote policies that enhance accessibility, improve support systems, and educate our communities. Let us invest in research that helps to understand autism in all its facets and in training for those who work on the front lines of education, healthcare, and community services. This week and every week, let us strive to create a world where being different is not just accepted, but it is embraced. A world where every individual can say with certainty that they are valued, that they matter, and that they have a place in Michigan. I encourage members to support House Resolution 217, and the resolution is available for co-sponsorship on the electronic calendar. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 217. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Continuing in the order of motions and resolutions, I move to take up House Resolution 218.
Without objection so ordered, the clerk will read.
House Resolution number 218, introduced by Representative Rogers, a resolution to declare April 2024 as County Government Month in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Rogers.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today I rise in support of House Resolution 218. I invite people to consider the following. Have you ever needed to call 911 for an emergency? Interfaced with our courts? Enjoyed a county park? How about eaten with your family at a local restaurant and enjoyed your meal without getting ill? Swam in a municipal swimming pool? Driven on county roads? Received a vaccination from a health department? All these activities that we enjoy are supported by our counties. As a former county commissioner, I have seen firsthand the vital role county governments play in the delivery of essential public services in our state. County governments provide a variety of services, such as the ones I outlined earlier. As a practicing healthcare provider, I would also like to highlight that critical work carried out by our public health departments by promoting equitable and accessible health for all our residents. The theme for this year's County Government Month is Forward Together, with a focus on connecting, inspiring, and leading, pillars of county government that build trust and drive solutions. Many local counties and county commissioners will be uplifting this theme this month and raising awareness of the countless efforts and contributions of county boards of commissioners throughout Michigan's 83 counties. Please join me in voting yes on supporting House Resolution 218.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 218. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to Continuing the order of motions and resolutions, I move to suspend Rule 71 in order to take up House Resolution 219.
Majority Floor Leader moves to suspend Rule 71. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, nay. Rule 71 is suspended. Speaker recognizes Representative B. Carter.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative,
Yes.
I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Without objection, so ordered, the clerk will read.
House Resolution number 219, introduced by Representative Brenda Carter, a resolution to declare April 11th through 17th, 2024 as Black Maternal Health Week in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative B. Carter.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to speak in support of House Resolution 219 to declare April 11 through 17, 2024 as Black Maternal Health Week in Michigan. This week, which is intentionally held during National Minority Health Month, begins on April 11th annually, joining dozens of global organizations in marking this day as International Day for Maternal Health and Rights. This week is all about the advocacy for elimination of maternal mortality globally. In the United States, the United States spends an estimated $111 billion per year on maternal, prenatal, and newborn care. And yet, data regarding pregnancy-related deaths show that maternal mortality rates are increasing rapidly in our country. For women of color, the death exceeds the losses of their white counterparts at alarming rates. According to the Michigan Maternal Mortality Surveillance Project, between 2015 and 2019, Black women in Michigan experienced a pregnancy-related mortality rate of 29.8 deaths per 100,000 live births compared to 10.7 deaths per 100,000 live births for their white women in Michigan. Nationally, Black women are 3 times more likely to die of pregnancy-related complications than their white counterparts. While these statistics are alarming, there is hope for all mothers in Michigan. There is hope for better support for them through a healthy pregnancy and birthing outcomes. We made sizable investments in programs like Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies, and we're just getting started. Every mother in Michigan deserves a healthy birthing outcome. Everyone deserves access to respectful maternal care, rooted in cultural humility. I welcome the support of my colleagues in recognizing April 11th through 17th as Black Maternal Health Week. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 219. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Continuing the order of motions and resolutions, I move to take up House Resolution 220.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 220, introduced by Representative McKinney, a resolution to declare April 14th through 20th, 2024 as Junior Achievement Week in the state of Michigan.
Colleagues, we do have a member addressing us. Please quiet down and give him your attention. Speaker recognizes Representative McKinney.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On the electronic sponsorship board, I have a grayback available that will proclaim the 3rd week of April as Junior Achievement Week across Michigan in celebration of Financial Literacy Month. This resolution is meant to raise awareness on the efforts of junior achievement in regard to financial literacy throughout the state of Michigan. Financial literacy is an essential skill for all citizens, and it's especially important for young individuals as they begin to navigate the real world. Junior achievement has been a part of the Michigan community for over 70 years and works to empower young people and families statewide. Their steadfast commitment to financial education is essential in the development of our school-age children. I urge your co-sponsorship and support, and thank you again for your support.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 220. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Continuing the order of motions and resolutions, I move to take up House Resolution 221.
Without objection to order, the clerk will read.
House Resolution Number 221, introduced by Representative Brenda Carter, a resolution to declare April 2024 as Financial Literacy Month in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative B. Carter.
Thank you again, Madam Speaker. I rise to support House Resolution 221 to declare April 2024 as Financial Literacy Month in Michigan. Financial literacy is not just a personal matter, it's a cornerstone of economic growth and individual well-being. By fostering financial literacy, we empower citizens to make informed decisions about credit, savings, and investments, laying the groundwork for self-sufficiency and stability. Michigan has a long-standing commitment to financial literacy, which is diverse organizations collaborating to provide educational resources and promote responsible financial practices. However, challenges persist, as evidenced by concerning statistics on credit card debt and the ability to meet monthly expenses. By declaring April as Financial Literacy Month, we signal our dedication to equipping Michiganders, especially our youth, with the essential skills to navigate the complexities of personal finance. Through public awareness campaigns and educational initiatives, we aim to mitigate the risk associated with financial mismanagement and empower individuals to secure their financial futures. I urge each parent, school, business, financial institution, community organization, and government unit to join us in observing Financial Literacy Month with meaningful programs and activities. Together, let's prioritize financial education and ensure that every resident has the tools they need to thrive in an increasingly complex financial landscape. I welcome the support of my colleagues in recognizing April as Financial Literacy Month. Let us work together to build a more financially literate and prosperous Michigan for generations to come. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 221. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Continuing the order of motions and resolutions, I move to suspend Rule 71 in order to take up House Resolution 222.
Majority Floor Leader moves to suspend Rule 71. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, nay. Rule 71 is suspended. The clerk will read.
House Resolution Number 222, introduced by Representative Pies, a resolution to declare April 16th, 2024 as Librarian and Library Worker Day in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Pies.
It is with great pride and admiration that I stand before you today to recognize and celebrate Michigan's librarians and library workers. Many of us who host our coffee hours in libraries know that our libraries are more than just buildings with shelves filled with books. They are vibrant hubs of knowledge, creativity, and community. They are sanctuaries where individuals from all walks of life can come together to learn, to explore, and to grow. Today, we gather to acknowledge the invaluable contributions of the dedicated professionals who make these spaces possible. Michigan's librarians and library support staff embody the spirit of service and commitment. They are unsung heroes who work tirelessly to provide expert assistance, personal service, and access to a wealth of resources and programs. Our library professionals serve with unwavering dedication, ensuring that every individual who walks through their doors feels welcomed and valued. Their passion for excellence in their profession enriches the lives of all who visit our libraries. From promoting literacy to fostering cultural enrichment, their contributions are truly immeasurable. They are champions of intellectual freedom and open access to information, standing firm in their commitment to ensuring equity of access for all. It is with great honor and respect that I ask that we, the members of this legislative body, declare April 16, 2024 as Librarian and Library Worker Day in the state of Michigan. Today, we recognize and honor the dedication, advocacy, and leadership of Michigan's librarians and library workers. We celebrate their tireless efforts and holding the principles of democracy and the right to access of information to all. To Michigan's librarians and library workers, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to serving the people of Michigan. Your contributions are truly appreciated. Your work is instrumental in shaping the future of our state. I ask my colleagues to join me in celebrating the remarkable individuals who make our libraries vibrant centers of learning and community. This resolution is available for co-sponsorship also on the electronic calendar. Thank you.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 222. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Continuing the order of motions and resolutions, I move to take up House Resolution 223.
Without objections to order, the clerk will read.
House Resolution number 223, introduced by Representative Mueller, a resolution to declare April 15th through 19th, 2024 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in the state of Michigan.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 223. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Continuing the order of motions and resolutions, I move to take up House Resolution 224.
Without objections to order, the clerk will read.
House Resolution number 224, introduced by Representative DeBoyer, a resolution to declare April 18th, 2024 as Champions Day in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative DeBoyer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand in support of House Resolution 224. In 1935, while the great Joe Louis was ruling the world in the boxing ring, the Detroit Tigers, the Detroit Lions, and the Detroit Red Wings all won world championships. And in 1936, Governor Frank Fitzgerald declared April 18th, in 1936 as Champions Day in the state of Michigan. So with the newfound success of the Detroit Lions, the success of the University of Michigan football team, I think it's time that we as a body stand up and recognize the champions that have come through our state and recognize that, and maybe just earmark a day that says we're very proud of the things that have occurred in those arenas in our state. So additionally, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt acknowledged the champions, and in fact, he wrote a resolution, had all the governors of the various states of the United States send it, acknowledging that Detroit indeed was a city of champions, as well as the state of Michigan. So I would love if my colleagues would support the resolution.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 224. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Representative Morse.
Oh, thank you, Madam Speaker. Today in the East Gallery, we have Lucy Clark, our intern from the Western Michigan University Political Intern Program, and sadly, it's her last day. We have so enjoyed her, and I know she's going to do amazing things, and so we want to wish her well and thank her for her service here in Lansing.
Colleagues, please rise and join me in thanking Lucy for her service to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that committees be given leave to meet during the balance of today's session.
Without objections to order, committees are given leave to meet. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Just to let members know, there will be no further voting, and then when the House adjourns, it stands adjourned until Tuesday, April 23rd at 1:30 p.m.
Without objections to order, the House will stand at ease at the call of the chair.